Guys, today I'm going to explain why one tick in bedrock edition is not possible, because this is in one of the most um, unreasonable, because they are completely different. So let's get started. So as you can see in here, when you power a comparator, when you're powering a comparator, then you need to power it, because when you the comparator and set in here, then you light up. As you can see, it's light up. Now when you put a here, as you can see, the powers. This happens because it is subtract mode, which is it creates a cycle in between here. So you make it, oh, see, so that's why if you remove this block, it still is on. Okay, now let's get back. So as you can see in here, this is completely in 0 tick. So as you can see, because a comparator has a 0.5 ticks, I mean it's much one tick versus this one is much faster. You can tell the difference, but one tick a redstone repeater is much faster, but a 2 ticks repeater is much lower than a comparator. They completely have the same, but maybe I'm gonna as you can see, this one is first, so that's the difference. Now let's see if this is still possible. Now as you can see, this is why one tick is not possible in bedrock edition. Maybe I'm gonna remove this so you'll okay. As you can see, that's a say false. So same thing with here, but this one doesn't really work. As you can see, it only works if this comparator in this repeater in 2 ticks, which is much lower. So as you can see, which is this is one. This is only this powers only 1 tick, because yeah, the power is completely different. And of course when you try this, of course it will not work. It looks like it's really fast. It can even let's say, as you can see, it cannot even light up a okay, it lights up. Sometimes it's quite fast, so you can really see it. And of course when you power it with repeater, of course it will not work, because because piston has a 3 tick. So when it push, it has 2 ticks, then it will activate this. But this some powers, so it's completely 1 tick. So because retracting and extending is quite different. Yeah, as you can see, it can't even power. Sometimes it's really buggy. The pistons, the observer can't really push, but you can see when I remove it. As you can see, now the only way this works, because for some reason, if you make this line, if this is really familiar design, yeah, it works because this is completely in 1 tick. But when it has this thing, which is really buggy, but sometimes this one works. I don't know. When you put it actually in there, maybe I'm gonna show it. This happens sometimes. It's really a bug. I don't know if it's a bug or okay here. Okay, it works. When I first recording, it did work, but this is a 1 tick. So now, if you're asking why piston is actually, yeah, so maybe I'm gonna explain the basics first. Maybe I'm gonna show observer, comparator, and a redstone. So you can tell that they are completely different. As you can see, the observer is a block, while comparator a redstone in here, they are actually the same. Maybe I'm gonna get some wool so I can explain. Wait. Okay. Let's say that a wool represents a one tick. One tick. There. You can see that's one tick. Now this is two ticks. Six. And now the last one is a zero. And of course this is really a quite different because it has really a same in here. So the only difference in here, observer and a comparator is different. They actually power it the same, but they are not. Maybe I'm gonna use it. As you can see, it's much lower. So maybe I'm gonna do some. Maybe if you're asking, because this is quite different. As you can see, lighting a lamp is with the comparator is much faster than this observer line. I mean observer. Yeah, you can see it's quite different. So I use this trick because so I never use a observer. I only use them when it's using slime block or other stuff or a flying machine, which is a really good. But the only disadvantage that you can't really use this in such a contraption or anything with just not a flying machine. So yeah, so you can't really power anything with it. So as you can see in here, if you power it with here, sitting, it's really quite different, but this only powers first and this second. Yeah, so this would, like I just said, because the comparator has a 1.5 ticks, so that's a quite different. And of course, yeah, in here, zero tick is not possible because for some reason Minecraft is coded differently. So yeah, that's why it's really complicated to explain because I'm quite not sure if it's possible. Well, yeah. So so that's why one tick or zero tick is not possible. And of course, you can actually make a instant comparator line or a redstone line by just putting in with the observer besides it, and then it can copy those. So yeah, you can make it them instant by just putting the observer beside them, and of course you can trigger them both at the same time. Then you can transfer the redstone to a lister. So yeah, that's not why it's possible. As you can see, it's random. I just power later than quick. It's either 50-50 if not mistaken. And of course zero tick is not possible because this piston is powering one tick. Yeah, so maybe I'm gonna explain what is a piston. Piston is a redstone contraption which you can make one. You can extend it, of course. I did explain this in other video that if you actually push a piston, it takes about 2 ticks, and while in retracting, it takes about 1 tick. So yeah, as you can see, when you push it, is a little bit of glitch that happens. As you can see, or maybe this happens why yeah. So if you power this with here, it should be as you can see, that's why piston has a 2 ticks. So piston has two ticks because it's really weird. But of course, as soon as this repeater depowers and this powers depowers too, that's why they're quite different. And of course, I really discovered this, but people don't believe it. So they think that um, piston has two ticks. So yeah, that's about the explanation. I hope that you understand anything. Yeah, my 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 voice a little bit glitchy because I don't have my microphone. So yeah, see you guys. Bye bye.